The 5 areas cover sample collection, DNA analysis, report generation, the transfer of the data, and the delivery of the report. So I'd like to talk about each one of these in turn. Section 1. In this section, I'll be talking about sample collection. Sample collection is the process of taking a specimen or a sample from the human body. The sample can be in the form of a saliva or blood. For taking saliva, you would use a buccal swab that is inserted into the mouth and then placed into a preservation tube for further processing. For blood specimens, a blood draw will be taken through a phlebotomy, and that will also be stored for further processing. Section 2. In this section, I'll be talking about analysis of the DNA. So in this section, there are multiple ways to analyze DNA. It can be done through NHS or commercial laboratories using a test platform. It involves the use of primers and probes and reagents, as well as pre-made pharmacogenomics assay kits, and as well as point-of-care tests. Typically, when undertaking DNA analysis, a sequencing platform is involved. This sequencing platform is important to be used to determine the DNA sequence for analysis. Section 3. In this section, I'll be talking about the generation of the report. It is really important that this report is generated following on from DNA analysis. Laboratory software, typically for genotyping and bioinformatics, will be used. The translation of that information is necessary for the information to be presented for the individual genome. Section 4. In this section, I'll be talking about the transfer of that data that was generated as part of the bioinformatics and genomic sequencing. The transfer information is very important because you need to make sure that the software platform and the data is transmitted in a secure way to the recipient. You will need to consider connectivity and integration software as part of this data transfer. Section 5. In this section, I'll be talking about the delivery of the report. The delivery report is very important because it is the information that is presented to the healthcare professional through some kind of portal or a patient portal. It involves the integration of electronic data records and electronic patient records and may integrate into the NHS app. The delivery of the report is integral for the assessment of the genomic sequence.